You ever had a moment where you were completely yourself, not trying, not performing, not overthinking, and she just couldn't stop looking at you? Not because you said something perfect, not because you looked like a model, but because something about your energy felt different. Like you weren't trying to win her, like you already knew something she didn't. That feeling she got in that moment, that's what we're building today. Because most guys spend their entire lives chasing women, chasing attention, chasing validation, and wondering why nothing sticks. And the answer is always the same. You're moving too hard in the wrong direction. See, attraction isn't built through effort. It's built through presence. And presence isn't something you perform. It's something you become. So today, I'm breaking down 7 silent power moves that make her chase you, without playing games, without pretending, and without changing who you are. And I'll tell you right now, number 5 is the one most guys completely ignore, and it's probably the most powerful one on this list. Let's get into it. Number 1. You stop making her the main character in your story. Bro, let me ask you something real. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing on your mind? If the answer is her, what she's doing, whether she texted back, what she thinks of you, we've got a problem. Not because thinking about her is wrong, but because she can feel it. Women have this radar, this emotional antenna that picks up on where your attention lives. And when your whole energy revolves around her, she feels the weight of it, the pressure of it, and pressure kills attraction every single time. Here's the shift. The guy she can't stop thinking about. He's got a life she wants to be part of. He's got goals she respects. He's got mornings where she doesn't even cross his mind until noon, not because he doesn't care, but because he's too busy becoming something. That energy is magnetic. Because when a man has direction, a woman doesn't feel like a destination. She feels like a choice. And being chosen by a man with options, that hits different. So ask yourself, what are you building right now that has nothing to do with her? Because that thing, that mission, is your biggest attraction tool. Number 2, you get comfortable with silence. This one's underrated, massively underrated. Most guys are terrified of silence. They fill every gap, every pause, every awkward moment with more words, more jokes, more noise. And it comes from fear. Fear that if you stop talking, she'll get bored, she'll lose interest, she'll leave. But here's what actually happens when you get comfortable with silence. She fills it. She starts talking more. She starts wondering what you're thinking. She starts leaning in, not away. Because silence from a confident man doesn't feel empty. It feels intentional. Like there's something happening behind those eyes that she hasn't figured out yet. And curiosity? That's the beginning of obsession. Practice this. Next time there's a pause in the conversation, don't panic, don't rush, just look at her, slight smile. Let the moment breathe. You'll feel the energy shift in real time. That's power. Quiet, grounded, effortless power. Number 3. You react slower than she expects. Pay attention to this one because it's subtle, but it changes everything. When something happens, she says something funny, she does something cute, she sends a risky text. Most guys react instantly. Big laugh, immediate reply, full attention, full speed. And it feels natural because you're excited. You like her. But from her side, instant reactions signal one thing. She has your full attention on demand. And anything available on demand loses value. That's not a dating rule. That's just human psychology. The guy she can't figure out? He reacts a beat slower. Not cold, not rude, just measured, like he processed it, like he has other things happening in his world that his brain had to pause before responding. That slight delay communicates something powerful. It says, I'm not hanging on your every word. And bro, that's attractive, because it implies options. It implies a full life. It implies that her attention, while appreciated, isn't oxygen to you. Slow your reactions down. Not dramatically, just slightly. Watch what happens. Number 4. You say less and mean more. Here's the truth most guys don't want to hear. You're talking too much. Not because you're annoying, but because you're trying to fill space with value instead of being value. There's a huge difference. The guy who talks non-stop is usually running from something. From silence, from judgment, from the fear that if he stops performing, she'll realize he's not that interesting. But the guy who says one thing, the right thing, and then stops, she's thinking about that one thing for the next 3 hours. I'm telling you right now, fewer words with more weight will always beat more words with less meaning. Next time you're tempted to send a 3-paragraph text explaining yourself, cut it in half, then cut it in half again. Say the thing. Stop. Let it land. Because confidence doesn't need to justify itself. And the moment you start over-explaining, you're telling her your words need help to stand on their own. They don't. Trust them. Number 5, you become the man who's hard to read. And I don't mean games, I don't mean disappearing for days or being intentionally cold. I mean this. Most guys are completely transparent. She knows exactly how they feel about her. She knows they'll always reply. She knows they'll always say yes. She knows they'll always be there. And that's comfortable, but comfortable isn't exciting. The guy she can't stop thinking about at 2 a.m. He's the one she can't fully figure out. He's warm, but not desperate. Interested, but not obsessed. Present, but not always available. She knows he likes her, but she's not 100% sure where she stands. And that uncertainty, that's not cruelty. That's chemistry. Because here's the thing about the human brain. We value what we're not entirely sure we have. The moment something feels guaranteed, the excitement starts to fade. So give her enough to feel wanted, but leave enough space that she's still curious. Be warm, be real, be genuine, but don't hand her the whole map. Let her want to explore. Number 6, you let her come to you. This is where most guys break. You're vibing. Things are good. She's responding well. And then you start leaning in too hard. More texts, more plans, more effort. And slowly, without realizing it, the dynamic flips. You become the one chasing. She becomes the one deciding. Here's what I want you to understand. The man who chases signals one thing. I'm not sure she'd stay if I stopped. And that insecurity, even if it's hidden, transfers. She feels it. Instead, let there be space, real space, not fake space, not strategic space, actual space where your life is full enough that you don't need to fill every gap with her presence. When you're busy building, growing, moving forward, you naturally create the kind of space that pulls her toward you. She reaches out. She suggests plans. She initiates. Not because you played a game, but because your absence actually meant something, because you have a life worth missing. And bro, that's the move. Number 7, you stay grounded when she tests you. And she will test you. Not consciously. This isn't calculated evil. It's instinct. Women test men to feel safe, to see if you're actually as solid as you seem, to find out if the calm you're showing is real or just a performance. And the tests come in different forms. She goes cold suddenly. She says something slightly disrespectful. She cancels last minute. She brings up another guy casually. And here's where most guys fail. They react, they chase, they over-explain, they get emotional, or they go full freeze mode. Both responses tell her the same thing. I can be moved. I can be rattled. I'm not as solid as I looked. The move? Stay exactly where you are. Not cold, not aggressive, not punishing. Just unbothered. All good. Let me know when you're free. That's it. Clean, calm, confident. Because the man who doesn't flinch when tested, she knows he's real. She knows what he shows her is what he actually is. And that kind of consistency, that's the foundation of real attraction. Not the sparks, not the butterflies. The deep pull of a woman who knows she's dealing with someone solid. Look, bro, none of this is about becoming someone you're not. It's about becoming more of who you already are, just without the noise, without the anxiety, without the constant need for her to confirm you're enough. Because you already are. The moment you stop chasing her validation and start owning your presence, everything shifts. She starts noticing more, reaching out more, showing up differently. Not because you tricked her, because you gave her something real to respond to. So this week, pick one of these, just one, and apply it with the next girl you talk to. Whether it's slowing your reactions, letting silence sit, or pulling back when you'd normally lean in. And watch what happens. Drop in the comments which one hit you hardest. I read all of them. And if this opens something up for you, the next video breaks down exactly why women lose interest even when everything seems fine. It's the one most guys need to watch before it's too late. You already know where to find it.